kumbaga, there are standards in Southeast Asian volleyball. So based on that Nations Cup experience, particularly in the final, what difference do you see between the Philippines and teams like them? What do we need to overcome? Is it a matter of skill or chemistry? What are the factors that you see on the court that would decide the difference between us reaching that level in the future?
It's everything, honestly. It's everything that we could have had if we were continuously joining international tournaments and exposed to that kind of level of volleyball. Because if I remember correctly, I think we didn't join any international tournaments for a decade bago nag-start ulit ang volleyball program ng Pilipinas. So that's a decade of other countries evolving in the sport and us lagging behind. Diba? So if we were there, things would have been different now. But since past is past, what do we do now, diba? Moving forward, we keep sticking to the program because if we do, I have no doubts that one day we will reach that level also. Hindi naman ibig sabihin like nauuna sila, hindi sila mahabol. Of course, they also, like you guys have said, they recognize that the Philippines is growing. And we have to take advantage of that fact. Kasi the fact that they say that, it means we are starting to become a threat. That means also that we have to continue what we're doing now. We cannot stop talaga. Kasi we see the growth of not just the girls in the team, we see the growth of a full country's program. And maglilink yan isa-isa from grassroots pataas. The girls or the athletes sa baba will have something to fight for to play in the national team in the future. That's something that other countries have had over us for years, for decades, and hopefully, maabot din natin yun. So, Thailand, Vietnam, even Indonesia, maabot din natin yun as long as we stick to what we're doing now.
And for Coach Jorge, it's always been a challenge over the past years to juggle continuity within the program and adding new talent, the up-and-coming talent in the collegiate ranks. So moving forward po in the build-up to the SEA Games, are you planning to keep this core as intact as possible, or will you still be introducing new players for future tournaments like the VTV Cup or the CBD?
If I can answer, we both. And we have a core already with 25 players. Then we're trying to keep as well until the end, until we can define the players for the SEA Games. So we'll be hoping, but this 25 for this season is that's the guy you want to keep. Sure.
Question. Mark.
Good morning everyone, Mark Montero, Bulletin. Coach, follow up lang sa questions ni Jay. Regardless po sa what will be the result for the BTV and CDG, huwag naman sana magkaroon ng mga injuries. Pero kung sakali, if ever there's some like injuries sustained by a player, hope that is there like follow is there like any players that will be added immediately for the SEA Games, like for?
Oh, okay, good. The lineup will be a little bit different. We're gonna bring some guys that didn't join this first competition, if I understand. Got the names? I can tell you. Not yet. But I didn't release for the president. President just here. You're gonna do first than us.
Can I add to that? Follow-up answer.
Yeah, follow-up answer. Follow-up answer.
Yeah, to answer his question, because Coach he was asking if in middle of competition, for example, BPD, we have a player that gets injured, is there someone that, are there players ready to step in case of that? So, this is also something that, sorry, did I understand that correctly? Okay, thank you for that question. This is something actually that we're also trying to Yes, we're trying to avoid injuries, but at the same time, this is also the reason why we come to competitions with more than what the lineup requires. This is always why we have reserve players that fly with the team. And this is something that is a common practice in other countries, especially in national teams, that the tournaments are short and the games are every day. So we do not know what will happen in the middle of the tournament.
Thank you. May we acknowledge and may we invite our PNBF President, Philippine National Volleyball Federation President, Pat Susara, okay, who is also Asian Volleyball Confederation head. Yes, next question, please. You were saying, yes,
Just to
please.
finish my answer.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the reason why we always come in reserves, because it is a common practice in national teams in other countries. And although it is new here, usually kasi in our past tournaments, we always come with sakto lang sa lineup. So I hope everyone, and also everyone in the team understands that everyone has a role. Even if you are reserve, it means that you are ready to play anytime.
Thank you. Okay, questions?
Hello, I'm Josh Daniel de la Cruz from PTV Sports. My question is to Gia. First of all, congratulations on your silver medal finish in the ABC Challenge Cup. So, aside from the on-court success, we're curious, how was the team's bonding experience throughout the tournament? With a mix of veterans and newer kids, how did you build that chemistry and connection of the court, especially as one of the veterans?
Samahan daw ninyo off the floor.
Sagot po ni Del TikTok daw eh. Pero like, there's a lot of pressure na kasi with playing in the national team. So as much as everyone wants to stay focused and serious, we're trying to keep it balanced talaga na, of course, we're still girls who are just coming together because we love the sport and all. So we still have yung conversations that are not volleyball related. And since we're all in the same hotel also, parang everyone is comfortable talking with anyone. And if it comes to eating together every meal or hanging out in each other's hotel rooms or even here in Manila, having lunches together as a team, doon namin hinahanap yung bonding and chemistry kasi the more we get to know each other off of the court, the stronger we are also on the court.
May we have, please, Sir Tats, for your opening statements after this big win by the Alas Pilipinas women, please.
Thank you. Magandang umaga po sila. Pasensya na po. Medyo pagod lang po. Anyway, of course, I'd like to congratulate our last women for winning the silver from bronze last year. But of course, the main target for our last women is the SEA Games this year, which is not really on the calendar of FIVB, no? And as you are all aware, that the SEA Games has no points for the world ranking. That's why the ABC Nations Cup is so important for us, and the CB League, because it gets points in our ranking. So every time we win in ABC, we get points. That's why we are already 46 in the world now. And every time you lose, you also lose some points. But again, the tremendous improvement of our women's team and our men's team also has really changed the landscape of Philippine volleyball. And we were 117 during the COVID time, and now we are 46 and 57 for the men. So it's a big step up for 50 points now, and we are already on the top. I would say, aside from China, Japan, Korea, Thailand, Vietnam, I think we're already on the top 7 or 8 in Asia to qualify for any Asian championship. So this is our target, is to play also in FIVB world-class competition like Thailand is doing now. Of course, Vietnam is already there. So we're working hard, and every day the team should improve from learning experience in every competition. Like sa Vietnam, ang kalaban mo, hindi yung team ang kalaban mo audience. So it's full pack na, I don't know, 5,000 or 6,000. So there are only a few Filipinos there. But again, with the experience of our players also, like Gia, Del, and the others, it gives us more exposure to this type of competition, especially also the SEA Games in Thailand this coming season. Thank you.
Especially in Thailand. Thailand is a strong team. So Thailand is one of the strongest teams in Southeast Asia. Dun pa gagawin. So, kanina, okay, back to the question kanina, we were asking si Coach how did he intend to keep the core of the team, of the players. For a backgrounder, itong SEA Games na to, it may not have the benefit of world ranking points, but it is one of the closest, it is one of the events closest to the heart of the Filipinos, against Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, then of course Philippines will be there. In 1993, Secgen, you spearheaded the Philippines to the gold medal with players like Dennis Brillante, Telma Parina. Now, you are here as president of the federation. Ano yung ultimate goal mo for the team this year? And of course, the SEA Games.
Anyway, that time, the last time we had gold medals at SEA Games, I was then the Secretary General of the ABA. I remember, mga nagpo-cover noon, dito pa ngayon, si Malano, si Clyde, sumasalangit na si Clyde Mariano, si Bong Pedalbes. So, sila lang naalala ko. Si Judith, andun ata si Judith dati. So, ano na naalala ko, ibig sabihin lahat kayo medyo bata pa na media ngayon. But at that time, I don't know if I told the story to the girls. 1 month before the SEA Games in Singapore, that the last time we got gold, Thailand and Philippines were having 1 month training. So I brought the women's team to Thailand, to Japan for 1 month training. Ang Japan nandun din. Kung ito ang buong Japan, nag-iikutan lang. So we were there for about 5 clubs training every day. Nabuta pa kami ng earthquake sa Kobe at that time, no? But so it was the same time. And during the finals in Singapore, so we shocked Thailand, defending champion, with 3-1. And as I told coach and even the players, one of the strongest skills that made us a champion was blocking and defense. That's all. We had very strong blocking, and our attack was also strong, and we had very good defense. So these are learning experience from the past. Again, at the time, wala namang TV ang commercial, I know, yung ano pa yun San Miguel, parang liga dati. Wala pang TVL now, no? But I would like to thank the PBL clubs for lending the players for the national team, no? And NU, to Engineer Bing Diet, and to Hansi, and to Fornitura, what's this, Adamson, of Father Suwan, no? Because without these young players also, there's no chance to replace the senior players. But, Lasal pa pala. Okay, Lasal. So, what we are doing, we send directly the request to these individual universities, no? Not through UAP, and PBL man to Palu. And you have to understand that I told the players that once you are turned over to the national team, you focus on what is the national team program. Forget PBL, forget UAP. What you learn from UAP and PBL, that's different. But when you are in the national team, parang nag-enroll ka ng master's degree, doon ka nakafocus lang. Diba? So this is very important for them to focus, because the national team is higher level. So to focus on what Coach George's program is.
At least for this